So this video is for anyone who's ever felt, I'm not smart enough for this, because I've been there more times than I can count. Even as a software engineer today with years of experience and certifications, sometimes I still feel that fear of the unknown creeping in. So let's talk about that feeling first, and then I'll show you some things that I've been building that may help you or people you know to feel more confident. Some people think that developers and people in IT are born with some inherent gift, that they have this innate affinity and ability to code. That definitely isn't my story. I didn't begin my career in tech. I had one small programming module at university and it wasn't the focus of my life. At the time, I didn't program outside of that module, and I certainly wasn't the best in class. And when I eventually pivoted to technology as a career, I felt completely out of my depth. I remember sitting there on multiple occasions and thinking, everyone knows more than me here. Why can't I follow this? And maybe I'm just not smart enough. It's an awful feeling, this mix of panic, fear, embarrassment, and I just want to let you know that it's very normal to feel like this when you're starting out. After some time, what I realized was this. It's not that I wasn't smart enough, it's just I wasn't used to that feeling of not knowing something and discovering about it along the way. The thing about working with technology in any capacity is it constantly presents us with the unknown. A new system update, a new platform, a new application, a new button that you haven't pressed before. And when we hit that moment of confusion, that mental wall, that's often when people check out and say, I can't do this. And really, that moment is just the barrier. It's not intelligence, not ability, it's just pushing a little further and giving it a try. There's a psychological concept called the Dunning-Kruger effect. It describes something most of us have experienced, which is when we know very little about a topic, we often underestimate ourselves because everything can feel overwhelming. Often there's a point at the beginning where our confidence can exceed our knowledge, and we have to be aware of this and tread carefully at this moment. As we learn more, our confidence actually drops again. This is when we escape our ignorance and realize how much we don't know. That dip, that valley of despair, is where most people go, see, I knew I wasn't smart enough. But in reality, you're still learning, and it's all about persistence. I think about the Dunning-Kruger effect both for IT and other interests, and when you realize that every expert goes through these stages, it really helps you visualize the process and see it as a journey. And if you visualize yourself within that journey and stay with it, something shifts. Your understanding deepens, your skills grow, and your confidence returns, quieter, calmer, and more grounded. And that's a real confidence, where your ability and your self-belief are aligned. Not because you know everything, but because you trust yourself to figure things out. So when I started accepting that being lost is not a signal of not being smart enough, it's just a step in the learning curve, it allowed me to stop panicking. It's all about a shift in perspective to go from, I can't do this, to let me find out how to do this. And every time I solved a small problem, even if it took ages, which a lot of them did, it built confidence. I'd say this mindset is one of my greatest assets, and the reason I'm still in tech today. It's taking those big challenges one small step at a time. I've worked with hundreds of people across all sorts of startups, enterprises and businesses, and I saw the same pattern again and again. People are not bad with technology, they're just not used to the emotional discomfort that comes from learning it. They're scared of being the one to say, I don't understand. I know that was the case for me. That's what gets in the way, not intelligence. So if you ever felt overwhelmed and maybe wanted to throw the laptop or mobile out the window, I promise you this, you are capable, you are smart enough, and you can build that confidence step by step. Because of everything I just talked about, I created something called Connected and Confident. It's a friendly, accessible set of sessions designed to help people feel calm and capable with technology, without being drowned in terminology. It's about feeling confident and independent with technology. So if you've ever felt not smart enough, this program is built exactly for you. If Connected and Confident sounds like something that could help you or someone you know, the link is in the description. I've built this because I know what it feels like to doubt yourself, and I know how empowering it is when that doubt disappears and you start believing in yourself. So I hope this video gave you a new perspective on how to improve your confidence with technology. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.